Welcome back to Farming Simulator 2015 with the Rude Man, and we are back in Oklahoma. And in the last episode, I was working on a field that did not belong to me. I was working on this great big field, number 6, right in the center there. Well, just to the left of my farm. That's a big field. I worked that, and we'll see how much grain I got off of that in just a second. But what I want to do is I want to get the straw off of it. I think by the time I get the straw off that, I might not need any more straw. So let's take a look at that. All right, let's see how much we got off of that. We got 2,304,861 wheat off of that one field. Because if you remember, I sold all the wheat, so there was 0 wheat in storage. That's what we got off of that one field. So I'm going to go ahead, let's take a look at it. It's a huge field. I'm going to take a look at it from the air and show you how much straw I think we're going to get off of that. We may not need any more straw in the game, I tell you. That's a huge field. When we finished up, it was really dark. When I finally finished that, I harvested that field offline, and it took me forever. So, but let's go take a look at how much straw is on that field. Now the field's so big, I'm gonna have to take this helicopter about as high as I can take it to give you an idea of what we're looking at here. But there's the straw. It's a huge field. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take the straw off that field. And then I'll come back and we'll continue on with whatever it is we need to do today. But I think I'm going to sell that wheat because I need to buy some equipment and such. So let me just take the old helicopter down, and I think I'm gonna set up a course to mow the grass on this field right here too. No sense letting that grass go to waste. We got grass in other places too, so there's a grass field right there. So I'm gonna get as much grass as I can, and we'll have hay and grass, and we should be set for a while. Alright, so let me set this thing down and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back for just a short little thing here. One of the things that you have to remember is I don't own this field, so I can't set up a courseplay route because I don't own it. If I tried to do a fieldwork course, watch, I'll show you what happens. It's going to ask me for the fields I own. I don't own it, so it won't show up. And I can't make a course for it. But this is what you can do. If you go here, go to field work, and calculate current field's edge, it does know that this field exists. It knows that you don't own it. So if you calculate the field's edge, you can do that. And then you can set up a temporary course on it so that you can harvest the straw. Add field 6's edge path to list. Okay, because we don't own it, we're going to add it. So let's do that. All right. And now I think I can generate a course using that field that we just created. And let's do this from this corner right here. I think this will work. So this is how you'd set up a course on courseplay for a field you don't own. So let's see, we're gonna extend our piece of equipment. And then let's drop it down to the ground. We'll calculate the width of it. We're going to start in the southeast corner. We're going to be heading north. I'm going to activate this just because I can. And I'm going to do, when I did this, I did 3 headlands. So I'm going to do, let me think about this. Let me think. No, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm not going to do any headlands at all. I'm just going to go with what it is. Let's create that. And I'm going to call this temp field 6. Eventually I'll probably own this. So let's go with that. And remember, this field is absolutely humongous. So it's going to take quite a while here. The last time I calculated a field on this, it took about 38 seconds. And it seems like it's taking a little bit longer this time. But it takes a long time to calculate this field because it's so big. Did I hit that already? I think I did. Nope, I got it. I can't remember if I hit it. I thought I did. So now that we've got a course set up, I can go ahead and start taking the straw off this. So I'll see you when I'm done. Okay, so that took a little bit of time. It took me almost 6 hours in real time to get all the straw off that field. And I rented equipment. I rented, I rented one windrower. And so I started the windrower, and after he got maybe 1 or 2 rows done, I started with 2 forage wagons, one following the other, so that when one got full, the second one took over and went, and by the time it was full, the other one was back, behind it. So it was pretty constant taking the straw, and it still took me, a little over 6 hours to get it done. But if you look up there at what we have in straw, we started off with, let's see here, 994,274. And we have 4,629,951. So we made off of that one field 3,635,677 units of straw off that one field. And I already showed you what we have in wheat from that field. So 2,304,861. Now I haven't sold anything yet, and I had about 400,000 to start with. And you notice I'm 2,000 in the hole. What happened was I went to rent some equipment, and I actually purchased a tractor by mistake. I wasn't gonna purchase any equipment. I was just gonna rent it until I got that wheat sold. But I tried to rent one, and I accidentally hit buy, and so it took my 400,000 for this guy here. So I still don't have any equipment. So everything I'm going to do, I'm going to have to rent until I get that stuff sold. The other thing that I did was, while I was taking the straw off, I went ahead and rented a tractor and a seeder, and I seeded fields 1, 2, and 3. So we're pretty much ready for the next harvest. That's done. These are seeded. I'm just waiting for the crops to ripen. And it's getting, it's not dark yet, but the day's almost over. Here's the other thing I did. Let's see. Let me grab my truck. I'm going to sell this truck because I need one that has fertilizer and seeding capabilities. So I'll probably end up selling this guy. I don't just need a truck to drive around in. Whoa! But while I was dinking around, waiting for the straw guys to finish, it took me a little bit of personal time too, because there are telephone poles on the end of that field. And I went the wrong way. I went the lengthways of the field, and I should have went the width of the field up and down, because I kept hitting telephone poles. I would have hit them on this side too, so it didn't matter which way I went. I was going to hit telephone poles. I did go ahead and set up a course on this field so that I can get the grass off of this, but I haven't taken any yet. So I'm thinking before I go into the next day, I'm going to get this mowed, just this one field. I didn't do this one. I'm still debating whether I want to do this one or not. There's really no reason not to, except for it's my staging area. So that means if I'm going to do this one, I'm going to have to take the equipment off of it. And I guess that's okay. So let's go ahead and rent. I need to start selling some product. I'm going to run into a daylight problem. So I think what I'm going to do is put the time down to, normal time, real time. And what we'll do is we'll rent a Starship Enterprise, wherever he's at. Where is that? Mowers. Let's rent one of these and then have it delivered. Let's get it delivered. And then we can get him to work. So I just called this main farm grass. I didn't know what else to call it. It really doesn't have a number. We're going to go to field work here, and we're going to select that farm grass. I think I think is the that's the template for the field. So if we look at that, you'll see it there. It's just round. I just marked the field. So I don't know if it makes any difference. I'm just going to start over here in this corner. It doesn't make any difference which corner I start in. It's kind of a square. So I'm going to come in here, spread this guy out, and we're going to use this as our template. We're going to drop the cutters all the way down, and we're going to create a course here using the currently loaded course. It's 13.3 meters. Starting corner is going to be the northeast, and we're going to be heading south. I'm going to activate that, generate the course, and then we're going to save this as Mow Farm Grass 1. I'm going to call this Farm Grass 1. You know what? Let me call this one Farm Grass 2, and I'll call the one where the staging area is Farm Grass 1. And actually, outside of the fact that, well, there's cattle in that field, that might not be a good thing to do. So let's go ahead and get this. Wait a minute. How did that work? What? I didn't choose any headlands. How's this working here? Why is it starting here? That's weird. How did that look again? Oh, it's got it starting here. I wonder why. It's just the shape of the field, I guess. Oh well, so be it. That's the way it's going to be, I guess. All right, let's turn our I Spy Eye camera off, and we'll let him go to work. I also need to rent some trucks. Let's rent Kenworth Semi. Or do we want a Superman? Does it matter? What's the rental? Maintenance $15 a day. Rental price $50 a day, $400 a day. Yeah, let's go the cheap route. I'll rent one of these. Default color, I don't care. Let's rent the default color. And I'm going to rent 2 of those. And then let's rent some trailers. Right there. We're going to rent semi-trailer number 1. 2 of those. 2 of these. And then we need some Dalai Lamas. So right there, gonna rent 2 of those. And we're gonna sell some crop. I need the money. Okay, so let's see. Let's have these taken to the farm. All right, reset. 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 Again. 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 Is that everything? That's everything, I think. All right. Start this guy up. I'm gonna have to get these out in the field, so let's go get the back ones. Actually, that's probably far enough. Probably farther than I needed to. Trailers aren't that big. Alright, let's grab onto this Dalai Lama. What? Come on. What happened? Does that have to be lined up that perfectly? I guess so. Wow, that's persnickety. Alright, this is going to take a second here. There's two... too sensitive a turn there. Maybe that, or I'm trying to do it too fast, which is probably the case. Now, let's grab one of the front trailers. Whoop, I'm going the wrong way. There we go. Don't crush the llama. Dang it. What in the world? I'm trying to do it too fast, what I'm trying to do. That's crazy. Slow and sure. There we go. Okay, there we go, there we go, there we go. Alright, now let's see. What's the best price for wheat? Wheat. Okay, the farm shop 424, farmers co-op is 500. Farm co-op. Co-op. Okay, so let's do one of these. And truck route, grain, main farm to farm co-op right there. All right, and let's see how much money we're gonna get out of this. So it looks like we're pretty close to 5,000 in the hole. So whatever we get, I'll just subtract 5,000 and it'll be close enough for government work. All right, let's put him in group 4. Yeah, okay. And let's grab the other guy. Put him in group 4. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Did I do it again? Alright, start him up. And then I gotta get this equipment off this field. I don't think Starship Enterprise is that fast, so let's see if I can put this dolly in without moving that trailer. Let's see if I can do it from inside here. Alright, I'm screwing up here because I lost sight of my dolly. Alright, that's not working either. Slow but sure, slow but sure. Uh-oh, I lost sight of it. There we go. Okay, let's dump that. Get our other trailer. Alright, see if we can do this. It's kind of hard because I lose track of it. I lose sight of the trailer. Alright, slow, slow, slow. I think I missed it, didn't I? I think I did. Okay, let's see. Let's go forward a little bit. And then, not that way. This way. Get it lined up a little better. There, got it. Alright. Let's get this big boy going. Gonna do that. We're gonna do same thing we did on the other one, farm co-op, which the guy hasn't even got there yet. By the way, I planted canola on all 3 fields. I don't want to even see straw for a while. Oh, I didn't set him up properly. Oh, shoot. Yeah. Okay, well, it says wheat. Why does the other one not say wheat? Oh, he's working. He's working. This takes a long time. These are big trailers. Let's go check on Enterprise. He's about halfway done. Alright, so then let's see here. Let's grab this pickup truck. No, let's grab the tractor. Let's grab the tractor. This one. And then I'm going to move him to 3. Whoops. Hit the wrong key. 3. We'll move him to 3. And I tell you what, these tractors, the more I use them, the more I like them. Wait till you have to use these at night and watch it, the lights that come on. The lights are pretty cool. If you do look at that. It's almost like a cop car or something. Isn't that cool? Anyway, the lighting system on these tractors are a lot of fun. Okay, before I do this field though, I gotta get rid of this equipment. So let's get rid of this. And then let's get these combines off the field here. Right, I'm just going to move them off the field because I'm going to be using them shortly. So I don't necessarily want to take all the equipment off of them. Whoop! I thought that was hooked. It isn't. 'Tis now, though. All right, let's just park this guy right behind that guy. Get this fella. Get him off the field. And I think that's it, right? That's it. All right. So let's start up in this corner over here, I guess. And I don't know whether to do the whole field or... Oh boy, it's shaped awful funny. Do I go ahead with the shape of the field, or do I just kind of take triangle out of the middle? And is there collision on this sign? That's going to be a big question. No, there's not. So that's not in my way. Those telephone poles are going to be in my way. What I'm thinking is maybe I'll just take a straight shot like this and just do a big triangle. I don't know. Because those poles there are going to be in the way either way. And let's see if there's collision on this pole. Pretty sure there is. Yep. And I think there's probably collision on this one too. Yeah, there's collision on all the poles. So, I think what I'm gonna do is just kind of make a triangle, if you will, on this. So maybe starting right here, just do a big triangle. Get what I can off the field without letting it all go to waste. So, doesn't matter what I'm doing here, I guess. I'm going to go with field work. But, let's see here. Let's just go with it. Try to stay as straight as I can. I deviated a little bit, but oh well. I don't want to get too close to the edges either, because that kind of causes a little bit of a problem. And that way the whole field won't go to waste. I got at least a good 2/3 of it. Yeah, I don't really think it matters if I make an off-shaped one, but I'm gonna do this anyway. What the hell? Uh-oh. That was my turn right there. All right, we're gonna cut that there. We're going to save this as farm grass 1. All right, so that's all I need to do. Put this guy away. Oh, wait a minute. We need to get a whatcha-dinger for picking the grass up. Loading wagon. Let's get this big one here. We'll rent that. And let's have it delivered. Wait a minute. Did I not? There it is. Okay, so we had one dump. One dump was only 169,000. Wow. That's not very much money. This is going to be a tough farm. It's not even enough to buy a tractor. Man, what's that all about? Okay, so we need mow grass 2, only to be figuring out where we need to be on this one. See, I think I made that field too close to the edge. That's why it did that. A little bit of a jog here. Okay, so I just need to turn this off. We're going to do this here. Course start. And I'm just going to dump it over here. Over this grate. And back again. A hobbit's tail. There and back again. Okay. Alright, let's get rid of that. Go into this. We're going to select mow grass field 2. Go out, back in, and choose field 2 to silo. Out and drive the course, but before we do, that guy's going to be in our way. Oh, enterprise, enterprise, enterprise. Okay, so activated that and drive the course. There it goes. Let's grab Enterprise and heading back this way. I think I'm going to start this one over by that barn where I started the course. There's still quite a bit of grass on here I'm not getting, but that's okay. I don't want to... That's going to be a kind of an odd triangle shaped, actually kind of a diamond shaped. And then there's this little bit here. I don't care. I'm just going to get the majority of it, call it quits. This isn't really a grass field. This is my staging area, so... Alright, let's get rid of that. We're going to grab farm grass 1. Farm grass 1. There. We're going to use that as our template. And let's have this guy open up here. Generate a course. Can use the current one. We're in the... What are we in? Oh crap, I can't see where we're at. Okay, we're heading south. We're heading south. So we're in the northeast. Northeast. Yes, we are in the northeast. And we're going to be heading south. And everything looks to be okay. Let's generate that. And we're going to call this Mow Farm Grass 1. All right, here we go. Here we go. It doesn't look like we're going to get a whole lot of grass out of it anyway. It doesn't look like a lot of grass. I tell you, the yields on this farm aren't very good. So, how are these guys doing? 344,000, and it's probably just a second, just 2 loads. Wow. Oh well, we'll get what we can get. Hopefully we'll get enough to buy some equipment. I need a couple tractors, a 4-H wagon, a seeder, a cultivator. Let's see what else. Starship Enterprise. Man, I need a lot, but I don't know how much I'm going to get. Plus, I don't know how much do I owe in debt. 100,000. Crapazoo. Yeah, I wanted to buy some more property too. You know what? I might have to change this to... I can't remember whether they started this at hard or not. But I might have to change it to easy so I can get some better yields. And the reason why I would do that is not necessarily to make it easier for me, but Farming Simulator 2017 is coming out in October. And I want to finish these farms before I get to that point. So I may have to speed things up a little bit by increasing the yields so that I'm not doing so many harvests. But I'll let it go this time. We'll do it. But next time when I get offline, maybe I'll take a look at it, see what I'm on, change it. Comes the other truck. Ramming speed. Let's see how this guy's doing. Well, not too bad. Not too bad. It's not quite half full, and we've only made a couple passes. So there seems to be a substantial amount of grass on here. Because I think this is the big... Well, I hope I did. I hope I got the Terra Vista or Vitesse the bigger one. Hope. Let me see. Yeah, version 2. It's 150,000. So the capacity is pretty good size. So that's actually not too bad. It's made about 3 passes and almost has a half of a truckload. That's not bad. So that being said, if the yields are as good on this field, maybe that little bit, I'm only going to do 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 passes, it looks like. So that's okay. That's okay. I didn't want to make it too difficult. I mean, if you actually look at it, that curve right there, most of that curve has telephone pole on it. And I can't get that close to the telephone pole, so I was only looking at 1 more pass to get the rest of that field there. And there's maybe a couple passes there, but it's not very long. So I'm getting the lion's share of what I need out of this field. That's the way I'm looking at it anyway. Yeah, see, I'm not on the last pass. So he's going to make 1 more pass. Not a full one though. You notice those 2 lines are almost on top of each other. Yeah, they're almost on top of each other. He's only getting another couple feet off the side here, but that's okay. It ought to be easier to windrow. Or actually, I don't have to windrow this field because I'm using the mowing course as my windrower. See how these guys are doing. Looks like they're traveling okay. I didn't set 4-wheel drive on these. And it doesn't look like they're needing it, so. How much are we coming down? Oh, I still have over $1 million. Maybe I'll make a little bit of money on this after all. I might make, well, 600,000 or 700,000 maybe. Hard to say. Can't remember what I started with. I think I started with about 2 million, if I remember right. I'll have to go back and look. Doesn't matter. When it's all said and done, we'll check it out. Alright, he's done, so I can stop him and let's return him. I don't want to use more rental money than I need to. Alrighty. So we'll just wait for this guy to do his job. Then we'll move over and do that other field. Yeah, I'm going to need a lot of equipment. You know, I've got a long ways to go before I start looking at animals of any kind. There's a lot of fruit, though, on this farm that I can kind of steal. Everything is seeded. Everything is. Look at 13. What's on that? Whoa, canola? That one. That's probably bigger than 6. And I wouldn't have to windrow it. That'd be a good thing. I might have to go for that. Now, is that the same color as this? Or is that potatoes? That can't be potatoes. That's got to be canola right there. It's got to be. 13, huh? Let's go take a look at that. I didn't think I was going to have to get another field after the yields I got off of that number 6 field, but I'm not getting the price. So I may have to steal the canola off of 13 and change the prices. Alright, where am I going? Good God, look at the size of that field. Oh my goodness. Look at the size of this field. Let's go down and see if we can take a look at the crop. If there's any crop on it at all. Yeah, there is. What the hell is that? Because canola is yellow. What is that? It's not barley. Well, maybe it is canola. Or sorghum. No, it's not sorghum. What else have we got up here? 8's a pretty good size field. So is 50. What's on that? Soybeans. Soybeans on 8 and 50. God, I didn't really want to do all those fields. Here's the thing about 50 and 8. They're completely rectangular or square. So that'd be an easy one to do. Actually, 13's not that bad, except for when you really look at it, because of its size, those deviations from being rectangular are actually probably pretty severe. See, it's bigger than you think because of the size of the field. Looking at the map, it just looks like a little bit of a jog, but it's not. It's a pretty good size difference there. Let's see what kind of difficulties we'd have on this. I don't see any telephone poles. What's on this side here? There's your telephone poles. But they're on the other side of the road. That's good. Let's see what's on the other side. The other side is just the end of the map. That shouldn't cause a big problem. You should be able to drive through that. About the only flat spot I have. Okay, how's this guy doing? Not quite done yet, is he? And we're up to 500,000. What do we got left though in fruit? 800,000. Well, we'll make a good 700,000 or 800,000, I think. We'll see. Maybe close to 1 million, but that is not a lot of money. I mean, a tractor is going to cost me 300,000 or 400,000 just for a tractor. Starship Enterprise is 400,000, something like that. I may have to keep renting until I get some more crop off. I really think I'm gonna go for that canola crop up there. That set me up. But then that's what I thought about field 6. Took me less. No, it didn't. It took me. Yeah, it took me less time to actually harvest it because I had 2 harvesters going, where the straw, I only had 1 windrower working. Yeah, I had 2 combines, 2 overloaders, and a big truck hauling the grain out. So it took me a little bit less time to harvest, but not by a whole lot. It took me a good 4 hours to harvest that field, and it took me over 6 hours to do the windrow. God, I don't want to do that again. Thank God canola. That's probably as much straw as I'm going to ever need. Thank God there's no windrow on canola. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a look at the situation here when all this is sold, this wheat is sold, and before we do our next harvest. You know, I might wait. When I'm done with this episode, I might go in and change it to easy level. And again, the only reason I'm doing that, if I do it, is because I don't want these 6 farms that I'm running now going 6-7 months to complete, or whatever my goals are, whatever they're going to be, because I don't want to be that busy when Farming Simulator 2017 comes out. Because when Farming Simulator 2017 comes out, I'm going to pick a farm, do 1 farm, and do probably a daily video. I do daily videos anyway, pretty much. But right now it's of 6 different farms. Farming Simulator 2017, I'm going to do 1 farm, and I won't have time to do, you know, all of these farms that I'm doing now. But as I said earlier, I may continue playing Farming Simulator 2015 because of the mods that are out, because there won't be any mods on the new game for a while anyway. So I won't be able to play a different map right away. I'm interested in a couple things on the new Farming Simulator. One of them is I want new maps, and I don't want them to use the old maps, because in 2015 that came out, we got 1 new map, a small one, and then we got one that we'd already had in Farming Simulator 2013, and it wasn't even different. The only difference in it basically was the graphics and that kind of thing. You know, the graphics were a little bit better, different equipment, you know. So I was a little disappointed in that. I'm hoping that we get at least 2 new maps, completely new maps that we haven't had before, and that one of them isn't done during the apocalypse, because I've never played that map. I did a quick run through of the new map that they gave us with the DLC. I didn't like it at all. I never did play it. I haven't played it at all. All I did was go on and do a drive around and looked at it. Never played it. So I want a new map, which is a small, trivial thing. And it sounds like they're going to be working on animal husbandry quite heavily. And so I'm interested to find out how far they're going with that. But other than that, I don't have any big expectations of it. So I'll go ahead and finish the episode here. When I come back, we'll see how much I actually make off of this harvest. And we'll go into our canola harvest that we've got planted. Hope you had fun. Give it a like if you did. Share it with a friend. Subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you on the farm the next episode. Happy farming.